Hello kids! Our subject for today is English 3, Quarter 4, and we are now on Week 5. Our topic is about informational text. Informational texts are factual information about specific topics that are conveyed to the readers in different forms. Authors of informational text employ a variety of structures to assist readers in finding information quickly and efficiently. Our objective for this lesson is you are expected to restate facts on climate change, children's rights, and traffic safety from informational text. Let us read the passage carefully. Road safety is the protection and prevention of road accidents by following all the road safety measures. It is very important to know the traffic lights and signals. Traffic lights and signals for pedestrians should be observed. Red man light means do not cross. If you see it, you should not walk. Green man light means you are safe to cross the pedestrian and you can walk. In traffic signals, red means stop. When the signal turns red, all vehicles have to stop. Green means go. When the signal turns green, vehicles should move. Yellow means slow down. When the signal turns yellow, vehicles should slow down. Now, restate the paragraphs above in 5 sentences. And here it goes. Traffic lights and signals for pedestrians should be observed. Traffic lights have different meanings. Red means all vehicles should stop. Green means vehicles must go or move. And yellow means vehicles must slow down. For learning task number 1, fill in the bubble map with the restated facts about the child's right from the informational text below. Do this in your notebook. Do you know your rights? Every child has rights. As an important part of the society, you should be loved and taken care of. As a child, you should know and value your rights. The first right that you should know is the right to be born and be given a name. It is also your right to become part of a family that will love and take care of you. Your family should provide your needs such as clothing, foods, and shelter. You should also be protected from danger. It is also your right to be educated. Now that you know your rights, do you enjoy these rights? Let us have example for this activity. The rights of the child are the right to be born and be given a name, the right to become part of a family that will love and take care, the right to be protected from danger, and the right to be educated. Restating a fact is a means of expressing or stating original ideas using your own words. In effect, it can change the structure of the sentence by either making it shorter or longer. Restating can be done in varied ways. Some of the ways to restate is by paraphrasing and summarizing. Restating usually draws information from existing information or details. This is known as informational text, which is in the form of a story, a passage, an article, or a news. These informational texts are factual. For learning task number 2, restate the cause and effect of an earthquake from the given informational text below. Do this in your notebook. Why do earthquakes happen? Earthquakes usually happen when underground rock suddenly breaks along a fault. This sudden release of energy causes the seismic waves that make the ground shake. When two blocks of rocks or two plates are rubbing against each other, they stick a little. They do not just slide smoothly. The rocks catch on each other. The rocks are still pushing against each other, but not moving. After a while, the rocks break because of all the pressure that was built up. When rocks break, an earthquake occurs. During and after an earthquake, the plates or blocks of rocks start moving and they continue to move until they get stuck again. The spot underground where the rock breaks is called the focus of the earthquake. The place right above the focus on the top of the ground is called the epicenter of an earthquake. Sources is www.gu.mpu.edu/upcs/y.html. Cause number 1 is when the underground rock suddenly breaks along a fault. The effect should be earthquakes usually happen. Cause number 2, this sudden release of energy causes the seismic waves, and its effect is that make the ground shake. And cause number 3, because of all the pressure that was built up, the rocks break. For learning task number 3, complete the dialogue of Tom and Ben about COVID-19. Refer to the given text. Do this in your notebook. Coronavirus disease or COVID-19 is an infectious disease transferable between humans and animals. Once infected, the virus spreads all over the body, but usually affects the respiratory system. This leads to sore throat, dry cough, and even runny nose. Other symptoms include fever, headache, and loss of taste. When most of these symptoms occur, a person should immediately consult a doctor for early treatment to prevent the virus from affecting the body. Tom: Hello Ben, have you heard of COVID-19? Ben: Yes Tom, what do you know about it? Tom: Coronavirus disease or COVID-19 is an infectious disease transferable between humans and animals. Ben: What body system does it highly affect? Tom: It usually affects the respiratory system. Ben: Oh, I see. What about its symptoms? Tom: The person leads to sore throat, dry cough, and even runny nose. Other symptoms include fever, headache, and loss of taste. Do you know any other symptoms? Ben: But some persons do not feel any symptoms. They are called asymptomatic. Tom: So what should one do if these symptoms appear? Ben: A person should immediately consult a doctor for early treatment to prevent the virus from affecting the body. Tom: Alright Ben, I have to go. Thank you. For learning task number 4, read the article. Restate the highlighted parts of the article. Do this in your notebook. Student opinion: Zoos should be banned, by Megan Zhao, adapted by Newsela staff, published on July 16, 2020. Do you think zoos are nice places for animals to live? If you do, think again. Zoos are harmful to animals. There are 3 main reasons why. First, zoos breed animals inhumanely. Second, they do not help animals return to the wild. Third, they do not take good enough care of the animals. For these reasons, zoos should be shut down and banned or stopped altogether. The first reason zoos should be banned is that they breed captive animals. Zoos breed animals so that they will have baby animals to show the public. Most zoo animals are born inside zoos. Many are raised without ever seeing their original wild homes. When zoos have too many animals, they do not return to the wild. They simply kill the extra animals. Take this example from 2014. The Copenhagen Zoo is located in Denmark, a country in northern Europe. A giraffe there named Marius was raised as a baby in the zoo. He was loved by the public, yet when he became an adult, he was killed. The zoo's staff shot him. They didn't think he would be useful. They had other male giraffes they could breed instead of Marius. Baby animals attract more visitors than older animals. Killing an adult animal opens up space and resources to bring in a younger animal. That animal can draw bigger crowds and more money. That is the real reason Marius was killed. The zoo made less money as he grew up. People were more interested in Marius when he was a baby than when he became an adult. The second reason zoos should be banned is that they rarely help endangered animals return to their original habitats. A report by National Geographic found that most zoos do not have any contact with reintroduction programs. People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, or PETA, is a non-profit organization that fights for animal rights. According to them, fewer than one-fifth of the animals in United States zoos are actually endangered. When animal species is endangered, it is a risk of dying out completely. Zoos spend tons of money building enclosures for animals, yet they do almost nothing to restore wild habitats or to stop poaching in wild environments. Finally, zoos simply do not have enough resources to properly house the creatures that live there. Wild habitats cannot be remade in spaces where animals are held captive. An opinion article called "All the Reasons Why Zoos Should Be Banned" was published by Vice in 2015. It is said that polar bears in zoos have up to 18,000 times less space than they do in the wild. Animals cannot be healthy in zoos. 75% of elephants kept in zoos are overweight, according to the article. 40% of lion cubs pass away before their full lifespan. This data supports the argument that zoos do not have the resources to support animals' well-being, health, and populations. The British Broadcasting Company, or the BBC, has reported that around 3,000 to 5,000 animals are killed each year in zoos in Europe. Many more animals show signs of zoochosis. This is a psychological disorder observed in zoo animals that leads to pacing, bar biting, and other repeated behaviors. Zoos should make an effort to reintroduce the animals they own into natural habitats. Some could be returned to the wild. However, many zoo animals would not be able to survive in the wild. These animals should then be sent to sanctuaries where they can live peacefully. Zoos inhumanly source and breed animals. They do little to improve wildlife populations. Zoos also do little to help the public understand their impact on wildlife. Also, they cannot provide what is needed to support animals' lives. Zoos should reintroduce their animals into the wild or into sanctuary settings. This will have the added benefit of relieving zoos of the burden of keeping these animals alive. Isn't that a win-win? Our source is newsela.com/read/ella-ban Zeus Student Opinion ID. Student opinion should be banned. Zoos are harmful to animals. Zoos breed animals so that they will have baby animals to show the public. A giraffe, their name Marius, was raised as a baby in the zoo. Baby animals attract more visitors than older animals. Zoos spend tons of money building enclosure for animals. Animals cannot be healthy in zoos. Zoos should make an effort to reintroduce the animals they own into natural habitats. For this activity, complete the paragraph by selecting your answers from the choices below. Write your answers in your notebook. Choices words are paraphrasing, restating, informational text, summarizing, and structure. Restating is a means of expressing or stating defined facts or ideas by using your own words. In effect, it can change the structure of the sentence by either making it shorter or longer. It can be done in varied ways. Some of the ways to restate is by paraphrasing and summarizing. Restating usually draws information from an already existing information or details, and this is known as informational text in the form of story, passage, article, or news. These informational texts are all factual, and if used for restating, some message should be expressed, though words and structures are different. Okay, I hope you learned something from our lesson for today. Until next time, our reference is Pivot for A, English 3 Learners Material, Quarter 4, Week 5. Thank you for watching and God bless everyone.